At long last! He has a new thing for me, artillery support. 15,000 experience, let's go for it. And I kinda sorta skipped over it, so we'll find out what it does during the next mission. Maiden's shield shattered, because we utterly failed. The massive vehicle spotted exiting the Cloden Wildwood has been confirmed as the Dreadnought Marmota. Developed in secret, this marks the weapon's first use in real combat. Faced with the absence of Gallian's army, the militia and Randgrid's Royal Guard joined hands in Operation Maiden's Shield, a bid to destroy the Imperial Juggernaut as it traveled to Gully shortly after leaving Cloden. Though the team effort managed to inflict damage to the tank's starboard hull, the operation ended in failure, and the loss of most of the Royal Guard. Upon word of this, Gallian Army HQ ordered the capital placed under maximum security, with defensive patrols stationed along the city's perimeter. So we really accomplished absolutely nothing with that last mission, did we? A long, boring, repetitive mission where you wait 10 turns for something to slowly walk down a canyon so that it can just, you know, pass on by without anything happening. No clever trap, we didn't try to, like, contain it within the canyon, collapse the whole canyon on top of it, dig a giant trench that it wouldn't be able to drive out of, just... We tried to hit with a few cannonballs and hope things worked out. Alright. Empire Federation talks fail. The European Transnational Union Security Council entreated the warring Federation and Empire on the 4th to come together for peace talks, brokered by the ETU. An emissary sent to meet separately with the foreign ministers of both nations reported a disappointing result. Truly saddening, he proclaimed. Neither power showed any sign of interest regarding a compromise that might end this bloodshed. Seeing the possibility of peace talks nipped in the bud makes it seem likely the conflict will grow more heated still before abating. Scouts! We don't have enough for anything else because of the order I bought. Also because they're the most expensive thing to upgrade, but screw it! They clearly rule the game, although going all the way to 17 already might be a little overkill. Or was it 16? 16. Hey, new potential, right? Yeah, it might be a little overkill to push that this far into them, but they kind of run everything for me. Upgraded machine guns. Get those going. Lancers, perhaps? Nope. Snipers. Yep. There we go. After snipers, we've got flamethrowers. Nice. Expensive, by the way. 40k. Better make use of those, huh? Grenades. Still no. Haven't... I feel like we haven't upgraded the snipers for the grenades for a while. The last upgrade cost only 5k. Which was probably a long time ago. Not that I have a perfect memory of this kind of thing. How about the Edelweiss? Any nice permanent body enhancements? Ooh, anti-armor shell. Fantastic. Yeah, make our basic attacks even more powerful. And the Shamrock. I've noticed that actually 2 of the screens of both of them are taken up, but you'll notice that this screen and the other screen neither of them have upgrades that take up space. This last one does, attack support. So you have to buy exactly what you want. Oh yeah, attack support and treads and others. There's a few categories here. But body and firepower both have upgrades that actually don't take up slots. Which I want to say is more than the... Yeah, that is more than the body enhancements for the Edelweiss. They actually don't have a firepower as a separate category. But that means that those are upgrades that don't require space. So you can just buy them on the spot if you have the currency for it and just reap the reward. Admittedly, Shamrock usually gets way less use compared to the Edelweiss. It takes a lot to move 2 tanks around. Really, the biggest thing I value the Shamrock for is that sometimes it can be really handy to have them parked there to absorb blows.
Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, step forward. For your squad's exemplary performance in the final battle, this royal award.
Thank you, Your Highness.
May your allegiance to Gallia stand firm evermore.
I didn't mean to say absorb blows. I meant to say that the second tank could be used to set up another location in certain spots for interception fire, because tanks are great for interception fire. Most things that are approaching from the front will get hit by the interception fire, but can't shoot back because it's a tank. So it's great. I'm amused that they apparently have time. They have time for reward ceremonies with how bad things are getting. There's a giant dreadnought heading straight towards the capital, but let's hand out medals now, not later. All right, the Bridge to Hope, champion of a lost land. I actually don't know how close we are to the end of this campaign. I forget whether there's 18 or 19 chapters in this game, but we might be getting close. All right, we're definitely getting close. I just don't know if the next one's the last one or not. So, Bridge to Hope looks like a single combat chapter. Yeah, nothing else here looks like a map. Yeah, I'd say that. Champion of a Lost Land.
Sir, we're almost to the Great Vassal Bridge. Good. Once we cross that, Rangrease is just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
The enemy is deployed, blocking the bridge!
Those tanks are... That's Jaeger's battalion. Just our luck it's him.
Nice of you to join us, my militia friends. Nothing personal, but the road ends here. My country, Firald, needs Maximilian's support to regain its independence, you see. And if it means getting Firald back, I don't mind playing the man's guard dog.
General Jaeger! The Gallians are attacking, sir!
Let them attack. We'll show them what the tank brigade's made of.
Interesting, so Jaeger's back. We last saw him probably in chapter 4, 5, or 6, I want to say. It was before the desert. It was in the forest. So long ago, we had never even encountered a Valkyrie yet, which was a bit of a surprise. They kind of held this character in their back pocket for a really long time. It appears that we're just going to kill all of the enemy leaders, soldiers that are all the named characters, one chapter at a time. We took out the super Nazi character with this crazy train tank a few chapters ago. Closer to the halfway point of the game, I suppose, or something like that. We just took out Selvaria. Now we'll take out Jaeger. So maybe next chapter we'll take out him. A friendship lost.
Lieutenant Faldio Lanzet? Get in.
At least I get a roof over my head. I feel bad for the men on the front lines.
I don't get it. How did two squad leaders wind up in a fight? Thought you were friends.
No friend could do what I did to him. Now this is supposed to be solitary. Leave me alone, would you?
Just don't do anything stupid for the next 10 days.
Welkin. How do we get to thinking about the war so differently from one another? I figured we'd be friends as old men. I still wish that were possible. But I can't deny the feeling that Gallia needs power to survive either. I hope we get the chance to talk this out. To talk about the Gallia we want as old men.
Don't shoot his girlfriend's a good start. Breaching Jaeger's blockade. Not much intro for this. Just, I'm going to stop you. Alright, fight.
Here is a brief on the task at hand.
That is kind of how these missions tend to go, though, is they often have more emphasis on the fallout of a mission than the setup for it. The Empire is waiting for us on the side of the bridge with an ironclad defensive formation. General Rada Yagar is in command. He's lived through more battles under the Empire's standard than I can count. That said, he'll need to stand aside this time. We've got to get past the blockade if we have hope to take back Rangriz. Engage them and break through. That's the only way we can secure a path back to the capital in time. Your objective is to defeat Jaeger. He's one of the Empire's most renowned tank commanders. Expect tank strategies of a caliber you've not yet seen. As to what, I'm afraid I've got no specifics to offer you. Find a window out there and break it. So he's gonna have a super tank again, I'm sure. Probably have other tanks on his team for me to deal with. It'll probably be a big tank-oriented fight. Probably gonna want to summon at least 2 Lancers, I would say. Although, depending on where the enemy bases are, it might be a waste to summon them right away. Maybe I won't summon them right away just to see. It looks like I might start off with 3 bases immediately anyway. But, alright, get ready. I assume he'll have a super tank, so we'll have to deal with that. And, game's kind of hyping itself up, saying, prepare for tank tactics of a level you've never seen. So, AI really better prove itself mighty during this attempt, or that's gonna sound silly in hindsight. Alright, I have a vague setup right now. Don't know what I'm getting myself into, because like always, it's just kind of a vague map. We've got a grid of buildings, not much idea of where the enemy bases are or what we're going for. We just know the top left corner is our goal. I have deployed a scout and a sniper here. That should be Alicia and Marina. Largo and Rosie are in the central camp. And then our back camp has John and Hans. In other words, my backup Lancer or my backup Shock Trooper. The idea is to have defenses for the main base, but use the more disposable... use the characters that can die permanently. Whereas my front line mostly consists of characters where if they go down, they come back later anyway. Or so goes my strategy. They put 1 tank up here and they put 1 tank down there. We'll see how that pans out. And like most missions go, we'll know a lot more about it the moment it actually starts.
Now, let's begin the operation. I'm confident victory is within reach.
Our target is Jaeger's tank. Stay sharp, Sevens. Squad 7, move out.
It's time for a good old-fashioned tank battle.
Rule 1 of hunting is to conserve your energy while driving the prey into a corner. Enjoy wasting your strength struggling in vain against my unassailable tank.
From the look of those defenses, they really don't want us crossing that bridge.
Yeah, they've set up a whole bunch of camps. Plus, Jaeger's commanding them. This one's not gonna be easy, Sevens.
Well, we'll give it a shot, huh? Give it a good old college try. So, wow. There's at least 3 bases. Anything down here? 4 bases. Okay, so there's 4 enemy bases. Anti-tank cannon. 2 anti-tank cannons. Not much else back here. Basic Shock Trooper Lancer combo. There's a spare tank back here. These are just the ones I can see. As I move forward, there might be surprises along the way. Another tank over here. So there's at least 2 heavy tanks, not even counting the actual boss fight. And just to remind ourselves, the objective is to defeat Jaeger, so that means that none of the enemy bases matter. I don't have to take them to win. I just might want to take them if I want to stop reinforcements from spawning there in particular. 2 shock troopers are guarding the closest base, and there is a sniper up there. A decent way to well, let's start things out with the Edelweiss.
Here we go.
It's always the safest way to advance, because I can start moving forward with the Edelweiss without straight up dying. There's Lupus armor. It has completely unknown amounts of hit points, and I most likely have to directly attack it in its weak spot to even do anything to it. There's an enemy tank over here. Oh, 2 shots to kill on the heavy tank gun, which is not exactly my goal. Out of curiosity, though, what kind of progress can I make if I just try to go straight for it? There's a whole base over here. It's hammering me, but also who cares? gonna casually go around here real quick, if you don't mind. Am I stuck? Oh, I'm out of actions, right. I could honestly fire at all sorts of things from here. Let's take out some Grand Soldiers. There'll be a problem otherwise. Boom! Have fun! As is often the case, I should be able to just take control of the Edelweiss for a bit and just kill the enemy tank by shooting it in its butthole before it ever gets to do anything and have a real turn. Especially since I should have these nice upgraded anti-armor rounds now. Well, thanks for coming by. It was nice meeting you. The question is whether or not this was some kind of elaborate form of bait. But hey, first tank down. Too bad I'm pretty sure I can't capture bases myself. Or I would be right now. Just want to make sure our weak spot's not vulnerable to anything. Don't think I'm in line of sight of their anti-tank guns, which is kind of my primary goal. Alright, well that happened. Alicia could probably honestly just run straight in there. It's very tempting. Especially their penchant for kicking ass. So at this angle, he won't be able to shoot me. But I can probably get something done with this. Good old grenade launcher. Come on, kill. Not quite. Not quite.
Think you can stop me?
We're probably just gonna want to end this turn right away. Hi there. Don't worry, she'll be right back. Ow, pain. That was a lot of damage very quickly.
Don't even think of dodging.
Thankfully. Boop. Thankfully that happened. But also, ow. Can we get that proc to make her heal? Well, one base is mine. That's a start. We need their tank to approach first, though, so I can just figure out where its weak spots are and stuff.
Good. That should preclude further backup and repairs to Jaeger's tank in this area. Keep it up, and take out the other camps.
Oh, interesting. So he probably uses the... He probably uses these bases as repair locations for his tank. What's it look like up here? Do I get shot immediately?
Unit spotted.
I do not. There's a nice vulnerable sniper over here being all shootable and stuff. That should be fun. Let's just take out all of his cover for a bit. It'll be fun. Just don't get surprised, huh? Take out the enemy Lancer too, perhaps? There we go. Suddenly the enemy has a lot fewer soldiers around here. This guy seems pretty content to just kind of hang out. Can I just sneak up right behind this guy? Should be able to, right? Is there open ledge behind him? I think there is. Well, that'll make it easy to shoot him. That more or less is going to make it so this whole building is mine. Taking out the anti-tank cannon will take a little more effort, but I don't think it's going to move anywhere for now. Tie the Immortal. Trooper Elite. There's a few other guys around here. Could send my tank that way. This is our basic setup right now, which could be a problem if anyone actually comes this way. Right now I just feel content with how much Alicia's getting done. Aim right and center. Shouldn't be able to miss at that range. I wonder if I can see their tank from here. There he is. Yeah. Can't make out much detail about it. It probably has a weak spot on the back like all the other ones, though. Yeah, you can see the little burr, like, onomatopoeia sticking out of the back. It's been so long since I fought him for the first time, I don't remember if his tank looked like that back then or not. Honestly. I'm just gonna try to get behind the wall, because I can't make it much further with her. She's all out of actions at this point. Let's see here. Probably decent to go moving around with the Shamrock a bit. See what we can find around here. Get him in an up-front position to surprise people. There's definitely something back there, too. It's probably best not to be completely in the open. If I go the long way around, I can probably have a better chance of flanking the enemy as I approach. The tank, specifically, I mean. Hi, other heavy tank. Now I know you exist. And also, apparently can't aim at you for some reason. Not really sure why that is. Clearly, you're right there. Really? Really, I shut the wall? How? In what world do I not have a clear shot video game? God damn it. Alright, fine. That's dumb. That's so fascinatingly dumb. It's a cannon. It's just pointed at the bad guy. The cannon is physically sticking out past the building. Like, there's no way for it to hit the building. Oh, wow, it sounds like they're requesting a lot of reinforcements. All units aim.
Try to take him down in one shot.
I could be in danger. That is always kind of the interesting touch about fighting enemies like this. All the lead enemies is just the idea like, oh yeah, those are enemy commanders, just like Welkin, so they're going to give actual orders and like try to do interesting things. Although often in reality they kind of give commands that don't make any sense in the context and mostly waste their turn. Alright, we need to figure out the weak spot of this guy. Knowing full well that he's probably going to go hunt after... Oop, where's he moving? Alicia's the worst perspective for watching this guy move around. Oh no, that could be bad. Oh, it's smoke. Okay. Never seen the enemy use smoke yet, so he's covering that base. Oh, please don't one-shot the Shamrock. That'd be a bummer. I just realized that I did not deploy an engineer. I should have done that.
Minor damage taken.
The only real way to repair my stuff half the time. Ow. In fact, I should deploy an engineer by the Edelweiss in particular, because if he dies, we lose immediately. Wow, Shamrock's immediately in trouble. Their tanks are no joke. Who did that other shot hit, by the way? Did they hit Largo?
Lieutenant, it appears the enemy camps have facilities to repair Jaeger's tank. Until you take the camps, you won't be making any headway against that armor. It also seems they've requested backup troops. Either way, those camps are bad news.
Understood, Captain.
Alright, we gotta get busy and take these guys out. So now that one's covered in smoke. This one's more or less covered by Jaeger, and this one's covered by the other heavy tank. I made the mistake of not deploying... Oh, that's my only base in the entire screen, huh? Alright, let's get busy. Get in there, Nadine. Only way we're going to keep you healthy. So I have one incoming engineer. Oh, right, I also have access to this one. I should also give you an engineer. So one will keep the Edelweiss healthy, one of them will run towards the Shamrock. Because keeping those two in one piece is the best chance of us staying alive on this one. And my foot soldiers, frankly, Alicia, is probably going to spend a lot of time taking over the various bases, possibly under the cover of smoke blasts and stuff like that. They were relatively... They've hit us a little hard this time with the areas of these guys. Oftentimes bases are more like the one I already took over, where they're tiny and very easy to take over. Two of these in particular, the two on the far left, are relatively large areas, which means clearing out every enemy to get full control is going to be more of an undertaking than it usually is. So I just made a save, and it's for a good purpose, because I want to try this out, just to see how it works. Artillery support's the new thing I just got. It costs 6 CP, and it says it attacks all enemy units. How much damage? I'm curious.
Clear out the enemy with artillery support.
6 is a lot to spend, first of all. That was a weird animation. I guess they were just expressing the general concept that it was attacking somewhere. Tank has minor tread damage. Troopers lost 100 health, it looks like. Oh yeah, looks like it does exactly 100 health damage to everybody. Yep, 100. Lupus is unharmed. In fact, all the cannons are unharmed. So it does minor damage to every soldier in the field. Could make them easier to chop down, but it also could be a waste, because most of them are hanging out in bases. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and load my save, but now we know how that works, which is that it kinda doesn't. In a different mission, could totally come in handy. In a mission where there's tons of foot soldiers running around in the open. But right now, almost every single unit on the entire board is standing inside of a base that's going to heal them every turn. So it's kind of a wasteful action at the moment. Let's see here. Let's take test number 2 then. Demolition potential. I'm gonna kind of abuse the fact that I have that save set up and just sort of test a few things about what we can expect from this. So I've done what I can to greatly increase the Edelweiss's damage, because I'm curious to see how much damage... Oh look, you can see the Shamrock right over there, straight ahead. Didn't quite make out that spatial relationship at first. I'm curious to see how much damage I actually do to this guy. That's not a lot of damage. Not a lot of damage at all. Especially considering that the all these bases are supposed to heal it. So, gonna be loading again, but now we know. So we can't fight it head on, not really. At the moment, I'm going to have to find a way to take all these bases first, because as long as these bases are safe, he's just gonna go heal at them like they just told me. And if he heals, I'm pretty sure he can heal probably to full, so he's probably going to heal faster than I can damage him, because I cannot damage him very quickly. With multiple Lancers targeting him, I might be able to do a decent amount of damage, but that'd still be rough. So then, speaking of enemy bases, let's throw caution on Alicia. And she's going to do what she can to start taking over bases and keep this going. Might be tough. There's supposed to be 3 enemies over there. I don't know what she can do on her own. I'm trying to make her more defensible. Here's the ladder. Is it safe down here? There's the tank. Hopefully can't interception fire me from here. Open that map up. So over here... Oh right, there's... He put smoke on this. That probably makes it easier to find. We'll take it slow.
Enemy unit spotted.
Hi. If I'm very careful here, I can probably use the smoke to my advantage and take out each of them with headshots. How many of them are there? Careful. I don't know what type of troops they are, even.
Squad 7, I'll leave that zone to you.
Where are they?
Please come in.
Can't occupy. I need to find them still.
Enemy sighted.
Hi. That's his head. They had to go and make this difficult for me, huh? So that one's crouching. Is there another one over here?
Enemy sighted.
Yes, there is. He's a Lancer. Okay. I have 1 grenade. Well, 2 types of grenades, technically. Probably the best I can do is try to blast them away from here. Except I can't see at that distance. That makes it difficult for me. Also, if I do the blast, the knockback's gonna be a problem, so I need to be ready for this.
Please hit.
And turn.
Enemy sighted.
This may not work out. You know what? That guy's up and about.
The hunt begins.
Marina can probably finish him off from here. I don't know about the range, kind of, but... It's the Lancer. I can't see the other soldier from here.
Think you can push them back?
Well, now I'm risking her pretty hard. I didn't even get to a good spot. Yeah, all I can see is the Oh! No, it's gonna hitbox me. It doesn't say I can hit him. So that kind of screws me. How about you? Can I take you out? Nope, for some reason I can't hit you, even though you're just a guy standing in the open. So all these AT gunners don't work out that way. Alright. Well, this didn't really pan out, now did it? I mean, I'm already here, I might as well shoot this guy in the head and call it a day. Maybe it'll make things easier for Alicia. By and large, I think this turn might be kind of a bust right now. Alicia's not accomplishing her goal, probably. There's a tank over there that's probably going to shoot me the moment my turn starts, and also the Shamrock's going to get blown up, so I probably can't commit to this turn.
I'm a weapon. No, a shield.
Well, at least I'm suddenly very hard to kill. That's one thing. Unfortunately, unless I can blast the other guy out of the zone, I won't be able to take this base over. That thing's pointing straight at me. That's concerning. Ow. Well, I might as well try, just for the humor of it.
I'm a weapon. No, a shield.
I'm unkillable. I'm bullshit, kind of. Ow, pain. All over my body. Everywhere is pain. Oh, they're both the same ammo type of grenades. So this whole thing was a gross miscalculation in all sorts of ways. And I can't kill this guy. Or at least I can't aim as... pain. It's 11 headshots to kill. I can't get 11 shoot him anyway! Lol. Nope. I lose. She's gonna die. I think I'm gonna have to come up with a different strategy for this one. It's not gonna be quite that easy to take that base out, as amusing as it would have been. Would have been funny. The problem is just the sandbags. But at this point, I'm gonna lose Alicia and Marina and not accomplish much with it. First things first, let's get Tanky Bot a little safer. So I'll always get that first shot off just because I can. Don't want to waste a turn that could be used hurting something. Let's get you somewhere where someone can repair you before something gets worse for you. Yep. Oh. It's always when I turn the camera things get bad. Careful. Careful. Gotcha. Let's see. I want to see if Marina can shoot down that alleyway or not. She could potentially be a lot of help for the main crew over here. If I can just get her to line up with the right spot. Ah, awkward spot to stop. Figured I might as well see what she can aim at from here, but not much of anything. Probably give her another turn.
The hunt begins.
Oh, no one's lined up with the alleyway? Well, there's one. There had to be someone. I was gonna get sad. Pew! You deserve that. Cool. Less CP for them.
Sweet dreams.
Gotta work on clearing these bases out, because it'll be a lot easier if I have access to engineers to keep my tanks nice and safe. Are those engineers incoming? They are, okay. reloaded a save after dying, so I gotta remember. I have to double check elements like that just to know for sure. Probably worth taking out these AT cannons early. Or just hopping behind cover with some of these guys. Yeah. I think my tanks will sit this round out a little bit. I just need certain characters behind cover, or they can't operate properly. Everyone's just standing in the open right now. So let's get our regular soldiers somewhere safe, so they don't abruptly die before I can get to use them properly. We'll hopefully get a proper chance to storm some of these locations soon. Hey, John. Pretty much right here. It's probably enough. Just the cover's a big deal. There we go. Otherwise, I think we'll stay put. When Alicia does finally go after the enemy base, she's gonna need some AP.
My turn, okay?
So this is a good time to go for some healing. Get all fixed up. There we go. That's a bit better. So down there is all that smoke. Can't see a whole lot from here. Are there sandbags nearby? I'd love to take cover. Not exactly, huh? Alright. Well, at least going down here is a bit of progress towards my eventual goal, so it'll give me more movement capabilities when I finally go for it. Because she's probably going to go for that base next. Maybe not even next turn, but it'll be her next action, I'm sure. Sort of playing this mission by ear. I did more reloading saves than I usually do. Just kind of experimenting with different approaches. I have no idea what this looks like in the final edit or anything when the video comes out. But I've tried a few different approaches. I loved the idea of being able to take out any of the enemy bases at like once per turn. But right now, it doesn't seem feasible to take any of them out. Characters are too vulnerable. There's just a handful too many tanks. Actually, yeah, everyone's got too many tanks. The bottom left base is covered by the heavy tank that was fighting the Shamrock. The middle base was covered by the boss tank. And the top base is also covered by a tank. So foot soldiers trying to go in to heal that to take them out are not super feasible. The most reasonable thing is to try to get a tank in range, when that's not easy to do at this distance. Here comes the Lancer. Rude. Rude, but ineffective, because Lancer is protected. As intended. Oh, son of a bitch, is that Lancer gonna come all the way down? Okay. I'm like, is that Lancer really gonna come all the way down here to take out my tank? I specifically tried to hide. I didn't even really think about those things attacking someone besides tanks. Should have, obviously, but didn't. Damn. We are greatly outnumbered at the moment. The risk is real. And that means our turns are going to be pretty long. The good news is sniper. Nope, time for some counter-sniping this turn. The good news is I have so many soldiers right now that at least I can reasonably save people that get knocked out to bring them back soon. Wow. They're getting busy with that cannon, we're gonna have to take that out. Without Rosie, we are gonna have even less CP than usual. So that's not great news for me. Here comes my engineers. One for each tank. One more needed than the other one right now. Alright, so I have 3 targets. There's a Lancer over here, there's a Lancer in the aisle over here, and then there's a sniper. So those are more or less the people that Marina's going to be mad at right now. And they're all good targets to go after, because they're all easy to hit. Should be. One Lancer down.
Sweet dreams.
Anyone else is pretty easy to take out with regular soldiers.
New place sighting.
There's the enemy lancer. There's the enemy sniper. Alright. She should probably just take cover.
Man down.
Rosie! We'll have you back in the field momentarily. Spending 3 CP on the sniper in one turn is kind of a bummer, but it's the most efficient way to take these 3 out, I think. Because the tank would cost twice as much, and most other characters would have to run all the way to them, which just makes this more problematic. Hell, if I can get an engineer near Marina, she could do a lot of damage every turn. Might be the most effective way to very quickly eliminate tons of enemies. A lot of them are approaching me, which means they're not really taking cover. I just gotta hope that I'm taking them out faster than they're spawning, and I have no real reason to think that's the case.
Sweet dreams.
But either way, we got 20 turns. I don't know how long it'll take to take the actual tank down, but the hope is that once the bases are down, since it'll no longer be able to heal, we'll hopefully have a nice advantage at that point. See, the Lancers are down, so the Edelweiss should be pretty safe. Getting stuck on polygons. Tank, sorry. Tank was kind of wedged in there. Thankfully, I believe our primary Lancer problems are dealt with for now. Gonna have to try to position myself a little better than that. Hi there. Bloop. That's one AT cannon down. That's the one that's terrorizing my main soldiers and that contributed to the death of Rosie. Or defeat. What is that over there? Kinda can't tell. Let's go investigate up close. I think the... yeah. Where is the enemy cannon? I know you're in there. You're not tricking me. You're like right here. Did I get him? Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. Okay, he did trick me. I'll admit it. Damn it. Damn it, I totally thought he was there. Alright. That was a mistake. I'll start backing up for the sake of my weak spot being covered. Now here's the gamble. Do I heal the let's take out the cannon.
Here we go.
I want to heal the Shamrock, but I also don't want to have the Edelweiss be vulnerable because that makes the mission fail. I almost said fission mail. Haha. Metal Gear. And then I'm gonna... oh, there's the enemy tank. Alright, so he hasn't made it very far, the boss tank. He's still right around the corner. Let's see. I should try to back into the base. That probably doesn't count, does it? We'll find out. I was going for the base because if I get back into the base, it'll heal my tank. He hasn't taken damage now, but he might. Alright, so... that's two of the big stuff. That's two of the big things down. Took out 2 Lancers, a Sniper, and 2 anti-tank cannons. Chances are looking better. And the more bases I take out, the less reinforcements we have to deal with spawning. And perhaps, just as importantly, the fewer directions I have to deal with the enemies respawning from. Interesting, he turned around and went back. So he's gonna go shoot at the Lancer? I mean, shoot at the Edelweiss? Ow. Not ideal. Kinda surprised he came back, honestly. Is he just gonna shoot me again? Oh, right, he likes to fog up the bases. Thankfully for covering fire... oh no, Largo! Well, that's annoying. I was kind of hoping the covering fire would help out a little more than that. Alright. So this turn, I'll summon in Rosie to help out. And I'll probably summon her up north, honestly, because then she can help flamethrower these bases I'm trying to take over. Because it takes a lot of actions to move other characters over there, and Alicia might have some trouble on her own taking both bases. Thankfully, we have enough shock troopers positioned to stop any troopers from really getting into our base, but yeah, if they can stop and shoot somebody from that range, they're going to get them. And that's unfortunate. It is very unfortunate. Alright. First things first, let's just deal with this whole healing of the tank thing. So first step, heal the tank. All better. Now, Largo.
I see an enemy.
And hopefully not too much interception fire as I run over here. Okay, Largo's been evacuated, so there's that. I guess the question at that point is, do I hide behind the Shamrock or do I group up for more interception fire? Honestly, probably help with the interception fire. People are going to be attacking us, might as well help. Hiding behind the tank means no interception fire, and with this many characters, it helps. So with you, I'm going to summon in Rosie, get her back in the field. I'd love to bring Largo in, but he can't. Yeah, it'll be a turn before I can summon him again because he went down this turn. Incoming heavy tank's going to be a problem. Also a problem, the freaking enemy tank is right there staring straight at us. Which makes it very tempting to try other tactics here to go after the main base. Let's start with Marina. Take this character out right now. Bye. Nice knowing you. That could clear things up for Han to go for a nice jog. So that's the current fog location. Yeah, between the two, Han's is the best option. By the way, did the Edelweiss heal? It did heal, so it is currently in the base. That's good to know. Which base do I go for right now? I mean, if I can take this one out from behind them, that would really clear things up for them. So is there anyone in the alley right now? Nope. That opens up possibilities a bit. Shots to kill is like infinity. Like to hear that on the announcement. How many shots to kill? Look, a million, billion, trillion, infinity. All of them. All the shots that you have. It will take you. You'll need all of them. Ow, pain. Flamethrower. Die. I did a good old flame murder. Ow, didn't end fast enough. Alright, that's one down. That's a good start. Other guy's a bit of a problem. He's a trooper elite. Hans is hurt. Let's see about healing him. That might help. I just really want to sneak in and take the base. Good luck. Fuck me. Fuck me. Oh shit. What's the range on this thing? Let's find out. Oh cool. It's that. That's the range. It's that far. Shit. Can I make it to the flag or not? Oh, my chances are bunk. Okay. Crap. That's not gonna work. I felt smart, and I wasn't. I wasn't smart the whole time. I can't do anything about that, can I? Surely Alicia can't make it that far down, especially with the whole enemy tank situation going on. She's way too far north. And so I'm gonna get attacked first thing in the next turn from the My plan has been to make a new save every couple of turns, but I don't know if I'll be using this one because it seems like a bad time. But I'll make one anyway, because I told myself I would. Don't really see how this could possibly turn out well for me, though. Yeah, let's see the next turn. At least he's crouching. He gets covering fire, but yeah, people are just gonna spawn in front of me. And it's entirely possible the enemy tank will just come over here. Yep, that's an enemy shock trooper. I'm screwed. They have so much CP, wow. They have infinite CP. The good news is one shock trooper. Maybe I'll get lucky and duck. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna dodge a tank. That'll be bad. That bodes poorly for me. Yeah, he's gonna shoot me. Hans is so screwed. Wow, that is a giant tank. Completely doomed. I really thought I was gonna make it. I felt good about it. Taking these bases is not super easy. He likes to smoke that one specifically. Well, Hans like shot down that side hallway when he got taken down. Wow, that guy's walking directly to my tank. Wow, he walked like past my tank. How even? That was not very effective. Dude has 7 hit points. Are you kidding me? He's lucky. He's living because I didn't angle myself slightly more to the side. So he just barely escaped my covering fire sooner. Speaking of covering fire, or interception fire, bye. Yeah, if they could just keep killing themselves on me, that would really make my turns shorter. It is not going to be easy to rescue that character now. There's the enemy tank. As expected. Well, now that he's nearby, maybe John can go sneak up behind him. Oh my god, is he turning his weakness away? Oh, he's turning this way now? Oh, that's not good. Nadine! Oh. Well. Oh. Thought we got away with it.
I'm so sorry.
Well, the good news is we can probably sneak up behind him pretty easily now. So at least there's that. Yay, reinforcements! Rosie's here just in time to not be in the most relevant spot. She can help take the other base, I guess.
Leave it to me.
And now that this tank's exposed its weakness, I may be able to take it out. And then I could just drive over and save our wounded soldier, too. Those would both be great news for us. Oh, I think he thinks he's covered. Not quite. Howdy. Alright, that's one more heavy tank down. There's the one in the far corner, and then there's, of course, the actual boss, which is somewhere. Good news is he'll be on his way to help save our shock trooper. There's a hidden character here, the boss is over there. Okay, this needs to be dealt with real quick. Obviously. Hi. New spawn trooper. Just gonna get rid of you real quick. And let's go save Nadine. Should have the CP for it. Oh yeah, she's right here. That wasn't very nice. She's having a very busy sniping mission so far, though. Very successful. Lots of people running into line of sight so far. The annoying thing about that guy having 7 freaking health left is that it's I don't want to spend a turn attacking him. So over here there's 2 soldiers on the ground. Best call is probably to use... How's this guy doing? He's fine. Should probably use Rosie to take him out. First gotta deal with this guy though. Hi. Nice to meet you. I would have liked to just have somebody stand in the right spot for interception fire and leave them there, but that just wasn't going to happen, because I need to use her to move. New target sighted. My plan is to flamethrower the crap out of this general area if I can. And take this base for my own. I guess I could just shoot you in the face right now. Alright, where's the other one? I'll use every single CP on Rosie if I need to. I need some of these bases to become mine. Let's just go sneaking through here. Their tank can't see where I am right now.
Enemy sighted.
There he is. As expected. Let's get busy, Rosie. Burn. Bye. So that should be all of them. The space should be mine now. Come on. Yep, occupy. There we go. So 2 are mine and 2 are theirs.
Great. That's more backup units and repairs to Jaeger's tank that we've stopped. That leaves 2 more still to go. Let's keep it up, Sevens!
Damn it, they took the camp!
It actually might be best to retreat. The tank's gonna be coming back over to kill her soon. And moving her anywhere else is gonna cost CP anyway. Yep. Let's despawn this guy and retreat. She'd probably get killed anyway in that kind of position, so it's best to just move her off the field for now. That said... I was gonna say spawning Largo there might be a good idea. But, he's just so far away from their tank, who is not apparently interested in moving, by the way. He is just staying put. Much to my frustration. Do I move forward with the Shamrock more? I might as well. We are so short on... That's what I should do. We'll spawn a scout. Juno. Get an extra scout can help us take over this base. The Shamrock heading over there can help us defend it. Because I've practically taken this base at this point. The one guy that I took out everyone there last time, and the one new spawn they got was a shock trooper that ran forward and got shot by me anyway. Come on, really? That's agony. Alright, well I don't see any enemies so far. Anyone comes around the corner, they're gonna get shot. Someone's supposed to be around here. If that turned out to be a Lancer, I'd be in some trouble. Admittedly. Is there anything else I want to do this turn? You don't need repairs. Alicia moving forward would be very dangerous to her. I could choose somebody else to summon. A constant stream of troops would keep us in with an advantage. I have 1 underway, so I could summon 2 more people. All sorts of things are tempting, I guess. Huh. I mean, it's ultimately an anti-tank mission, so maybe I should bring in... Yeah, bring in extra anti-tank characters. That way they're all deployed in time for when it's time to just totally focus on the enemy tank. So that's fewer reinforcements coming in for the enemy. Those ones are coming in still, but we'll be ready to take them out. And they didn't even summon any of them up north. So especially if their tank gets out of the way, we'll be able to clear a lot of guys out here. All units aim.
Carefully now. Try to take them down in one shot.
Watch out for that. The question is anyone from the north even going to move? Because so far they've been hanging out. Unfortunately, he can just casually use whatever orders he wants to, because he's got, like, infinite CP. That's a weird position. Is he going to move again? Which one is he smoking? Ooh, is that the north one? I think that's the north. Yeah, that's the north one. That's That's the cover Alicia needs to get in cleanly, I think. There's still a shock trooper hanging out over there. And without our local scout, we can't quite deal with them. Speaking of which... So in a couple moves, she should be able to make progress. We'll see if Shamrock can clear out the base and save our teammate. And then we'll see if the Shamrock can block enough covering interception fire to make things safe for our incoming scout. Hi. You're just kind of standing in the open, just so we're clear. Just want to make sure you understand the risk going on here. That's not the right way to kill you. That's the right way to kill you. Die. Oh, they survived that now? Oh, goody. That's what I was hoping. Just trying to keep safe from the enemy here. So the plan is to come running in, and if I need to take a shot... If I need to take a shot at him real quick on my way in, that'll be fine. Straight line is tempting. It helps ensure that I make it there in time, but this back route lets me hide behind our allied tank. There we go. First shot, first kill. Got it. Now she can take out the base and then hopefully go hide behind cover. Or even just retreat immediately, because that tank will just kill her at the beginning of the next turn. No interception fire, no interception fire, no interception... Yeah! Not quite in range, apparently.
There goes the third camp, sir! That leaves just one! Alright, we're almost there! We can do this, everyone!
Damn it, they're pushing us back.
Seems like a... Yeah, he just seems to patrol back and forth on this one spot over and over again. So it seems if I keep her around, she's just gonna die. I think the Shamrock can take a few shots, but also, if the Shamrock of all things dies, we're not... It's not the worst case scenario.
My turn, okay?
So I'm gonna give this a shot, because right now, there's currently smoke over this area. So if I can, under cover of smoke, take out their soldiers, without inviting shots from their tank, that'd be great news. Unfortunately, the crouched enemies are like unkillable, aren't they? Yeah. So it's really not gonna work out, is it? It's frustrating. It's frustrating. There's just not much I can do about it. My best option is just to shoot this guy with a grenade. Except I can't see him. That guy. But then if I shoot him with a grenade, of course... First of all, it doesn't even kill him. Great.
Enemy sighted.
Ow. But also, now the tank has clear sight of everything. I'm going back. Ow. Oh no, get around the corner. Okay, thank goodness. That's not really around the corner. That's not good news. Should I use another CP on her? I can make a decent distance with this guy. For a decent purpose. Shrapnel! There we go. One extra target down. But perhaps most importantly... the Lancer's not hurt. But, the cover's down. Now let's just back up. Reduce access to my weak spots. I think I'm gonna risk it now. Running away was a little bit of a waste in this context. I didn't really have this planned out as much as I would have hoped. 3 shots to the head. Come on. Let's get lucky. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho 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 ho. That's not good. Alright. Just want the base. Alright. Well, she's not getting much of an escape, but at least she's not killable. And at least I can just, surely I can just grab this real quick. Please tell me the tank is not in the base. The tank is not in the base. There we go.
We've done it, sir! All Imperial camps are now in our hands!
All right. Now Jaeger can't repair damage done to that tank. Now's our chance. Everybody, concentrate fire on Jaeger's tank!
Retreat! Thank God I can do that, huh? Alright, here we go. Phase 2, basically. I no longer have to worry about taking over bases, so now it just comes down to where the enemy units are. As far as I know, the only enemy units are the boss tank and that random tank that doesn't seem interested in moving at all. The game also has a question mark flashing down south, inferring that somebody's over there that I've lost track of, but I don't think they've done anything yet. Oh wait, this is the same turn I came by with Juno. So if someone was still hiding over there, they might have just not shown themselves. Alright, let's find out whether or not Jaeger's gonna, I mean not Jaeger, Zaka's gonna get taken out this turn. He's going away, but he could still technically shoot me. Maybe not though. Maybe not. Is he gonna turn around and shoot me anyway? Be interesting to watch. At this point we just got, oh yep. Oh, no, we're shooting the Edelweiss. So at this point we just gotta wail on this guy over and over again. Everyone who can, just keep shooting him. What are you hitting with fog? Did he fog that random corner that has one dude hanging out in it? Really, their tank's not gonna do anything, huh? Alright. Just gonna start summoning all of my Lancers right here. Hey, Niles. Hey, Yoko. So did he actually fog this tiny corner down here? Well, that makes it pretty clear that someone is down there. No one's currently in danger. Lancer over there. Then I called in Largo over here, right? Yep.
Here we go.
Alright. Let's just start shooting this guy. I'm supposed to have strong rockets. That's not a lot of damage. But hey, if I dip my butt back in this base, I'll be protected. So I'll heal every turn. I could just use the strategy that he was trying to use on me. There we go. It worked before, right? Yeah. Next up's Largo. Uses less CP per attack. So I can get 3 attacks off with him, hopefully. Hit him. Not as powerful necessarily, but worth it. And because he's a tank, I should be resistant to his attacks. If we're following the logic of what Lancers are built for, I'm supposed to have anti-blast armor that makes me very resistant to him. Ooh! There's a nice bonus. Although it still feels incredibly minor, unfortunately. Go, Largo. We're gonna have a bunch of Lancers next turn. And they'll all be using 1 CP per attack. So I'll probably just save the last CP for that. Might as well try to take cover a little bit. But he should be resistant to tank blast anyway. We'll go ahead and pop one of those saves again. I should really be saving at the beginning of turns, not the ends. But it's a long enough mission that periodic saves are really a nice thing to be able to lean back on, just in case things get bad. Alright, every base is mine, no one's currently bleeding out, I have reinforcements on the way, and they're probably going to spend every turn trying to shoot the Edelweiss with that tank. He does have a weak spot on the back. I just don't know if I can get to it half the time. He's dangerous. I don't know if it's showing up in the video itself necessarily, but I've definitely had attempts against this guy where he... Did I take that much damage in one shot, or was I already hurt? Oh right, I only heal from the base at the beginning of my turn. So if he hurt me in my previous turn, I'd still be damaged. He's running away. You son of a bitch. Did he just stick his butt in? He's staring at a wall over there. Weird. Wow, he really ran. He just genuinely booked it. Making it a little bit annoying for my Lancers to try to get in there. But we have some CP to spend.
Yeah.
Oh, Herbert, you sad bastard. Alright. Refills for everyone. I guess this wasn't as necessary as I thought, because the Edelweiss did in fact get healed by my base. As it was meant to be. But I was worried about it, so I sent a care package. I'm coming for you, Jaeger. I'm coming for you hard. And thankfully I saved, so even if this goes poorly, I can at least come back on that. Hi there. No escape, no escape. One of us. Let's see how close I can get with these guys, because they cost less to attack with. I haven't seen a lot of Yoko in this playthrough, have we? Alright, so we had no trouble getting over here, thankfully. Oh, attack fast, covering fire. Oh. Wow, that was garbage. Why are you garbage? Did I attack the wrong part of it or something? That was weirdly weaker than I was expecting.
I'll take care of it. I'm ready to break something.
Super anti-armor.
Take this.
Ooh, that's better damage. Do more of that. So if I attack fast enough, it never gets to turn around fast enough to shoot me, thankfully. There we go. It's almost down. Send the other one over. Make the most out of every damn CP we have. Nice, we have 3 more. That means Niles gets all 3 shots off too. I don't even care about that other tank. If it's just gonna hang out, I'm just gonna ignore it. Go over. Don't waste my AP. Go over the wall. Hi there. Just gonna aim right over here. There we go. Oh, that seems like a big deal.
Not half bad. I'm impressed you got through this tank's armor. I can see how you could have bested Gregor and Selvaria. But the guts of this tank are still untouched. The real battle begins now!
Well, I believe I see the weak spot. The question is, can I get to it? Damn it. I don't know if I can make this work. The problem is that it has pretty powerful interception fire, so if I run towards it, I could be in some serious trouble. Here's my mad gambit, though. I'm gonna go hide behind this rubble, because then wherever it goes next, I'll be directly behind it for next turn, I hope. Hide. There we go. This is my attempt at strategy. I'm in front of it now. It'll probably go somewhere next turn, and I'll be hanging out right here, ready to sneak up behind it and shoot it in the booty. Because Yoko might go down. Anyone might go down. They have so much CP. All they can do is spam these orders over and over again, though, because they don't have troops. And for whatever reason, the AI is just deciding not to use the other tank at all. Or whatever that character is to the south, it's also not seeming to do anything.
Don't give him a steady target. Come in, all units.
Holy cow. This is so many orders. They're basically just all self-buffs for this one unit and no one else, too. I'm laughing now, but wait till he gets one-shots one of my units, though. We'll see. It's probably pretty powerful. He'll probably shoot the Edelweiss because it's the clear objective. No, he won't. Interesting use of a turn. Yoko took 9 damage. Good job with all that bonus damage you set up. Wow. Didn't give a crap. Unless the lack of cover is suddenly going to make her take 500% more damage. Are you immediately running back to the same hiding spot? What is he doing? Weird. Like, it's the edge of the map, but it's not really cover. Oh look, the tank's moving. Ow.
Damage minimal.
Ow. Rude. Alright, I suppose the big question is just how much damage can I do to the back of that tank? Also, I should probably run over there with an engineer. This is further away than I may have originally thought. Surely I can still get to cover, right? I hope. All cleaned up. Wow, not as much defense as it used to be. The Edelweiss is the go-to option for this, just because it won't be obliterated by interception fire, because it's basically impervious to it. I just need to get far enough to make it around this corner to have the most clear shot. There we go. Shots to kill, who knows, because we have no idea how strong this guy is. Never mind, not very tough. He's going down very quickly. We win. Wow. I mean, yeah, it is a tank's radiator. That's how you're supposed to obliterate them. But just it being a boss didn't make me think it was going to go down this fast. I think he was wrong when he said now the real fight begins.
Operation complete. Enemy tank neutralized.
Nine turns. Hey, it's less than half the duration that I was given, so at least that's something. Compared to the 20-turn limit, at least. Taking over 4 bases while Super Tank runs around. I'm happy with it.
General Jaeger, the battalion has almost completely evacuated, sir.
All right. Then you shall join with them at Randgrees. And tell this to His Grace. The Gallian Militia are not to be underestimated.
Yes, sir. You won't be coming with us, sir?
No. I shall not be returning to the Empire again. I placed my lot on Maximilian's army as the swiftest means to reclaim Firald's sovereignty. I thought force could restore our home. That military might was a country's strength. But then I found myself fallen to the Gallian Militia. That is when I realized they fight in order to protect their homes, their families. Their dedication to this land is the strength that shall preserve Gallia. Ah yes, tell His Grace another thing. True strength lies not in steel and powder. Valkov and the Marmota alone will not win this war.
Sir, may the Valkyrur watch over you.
And you.
That whole time he's staring at his tank that's been blown up, I'm just sitting here thinking, in what universe do we take out an opponent that dangerous and not bother taking him prisoner? Like, he's a massive problem for us. We disabled his tank. He's just human at that point. He somehow has a scene where he's just hanging out behind his tank, monologuing like a jackass about honor and pride and wars and homes and stuff. And it's like, what are we doing? Are we that incompetent? We don't take him prisoner? Who's running the show? The capital falls.
All right, we've broken through Vassal.
We're in striking distance of Rangries now.
Welkin, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. The Marmot have reached the gates at Rangries. It plowed through them and into the castle.
Also, I just realized we walked right past that guy and didn't even grab him or anything, and now he's probably helping the enemy or something for all we know, because we don't know he's secretly leaving the war and stuff. So I guess we're not very good at this. I might be resigning my position after this. It's okay though, we'll probably all be dead tomorrow.
No, we're too late.
I know, right? He's probably gone now. Really miss your... I mean, it slipped all of your minds. It's really impressive, actually.
Finale. Shadow of the Valkyrur.
Well, that narrows down pretty quickly, so that's our last mission then. Okay. Interestingly, not a single one of these things looks like a mission. I'm sure there is a mission, but it's just they're breaking formula, because normally there's an overhead map of each mission, and they're not there in this case. That's fine. It's not a problem, it's just a surprise, because it contradicts how it's worked up to now. So that scene should have been kind of shocking, of it bursting into Gallia and Rangries, but I mean, I knew it was going to happen the entire playthrough, because the first thing they spoil for you, because this game loves spoiling things for you, every single time you launch this game, they show you a cutscene. They show you the intro start menu video, because that's how a lot of games work. And this game doesn't have very many animated scenes in its entire span, so they use all of them. And the first one they throw in your face is the image of the Marmota bursting through the gates and destroying Rangries. That's the first thing you see in this game when you turn it on. So it's not much of a shock when it finally happens. Even when we first saw the Marmota, I'm like, I've seen that before, right? Yeah, it's because I've seen it every time I play this game. It's just so when it finally showed up, it was no surprise. So, get ready for the finale, guys.